with the ring already in between your inner thighs, in the fleshy part of the inner thighs now, between both kneecaps. And then take your arms into a gentle cactus position. And you want to take your feet pretty far down the mat, away from your hips, with your toes pointing straight ahead. So push a little bit of extra weight into the balls of the big toes. That's going to put a little pressure on the ring, but not a lot. And then start to slow down your breathing in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. So that's technical Pilates breath. And the idea there is that when you exhale and you force the air out through your mouth, you're engaging your diaphragm muscle as a core stabilizer. Your diaphragm muscle is just at the bottom of your rib cage, so it could be considered your uppermost core stabilizer. And when you push breath out through the mouth, it engages. So see if you can feel that muscle press down into the abdominal wall. Take a deep breath in, and everybody all together. So you want to keep that breath going throughout the class. And then we'll add a little bit of movement to it. So on your inhale, flatten the spine, and then on your exhale, roll the hips away so your low back comes a little bit away from the floor. Inhale, imprint your low back into the floor, and exhale. So you're moving through the low back. It's like a low back massage. Kind of a small move. And after your next exhale, we'll just let it fall to a comfortable neutral position. So not imprinted into the ground and not arched away, just somewhere in the middle. And then take a deep breath here. Exhale, squeeze the ring, engaging your inner thighs and your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, loosen the ring, and exhale, squeeze. Inhale, loosen, and keep getting used to engaging those pelvic floor muscles. Your pelvic floor is your lowest down core stabilizer. So on every exhale throughout the entire class, you have the diaphragm pressing down and the pelvic floor lifting up. These are your core stabilizers or your powerhouse muscles. That's what makes this class a Pilates class. It makes it safer and way more efficient. So squeeze the ring, keep it tight, and take your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, pull your shoulders up off the floor, and then exhale, press the shoulders down, back of the neck, nice and long. And then inhale your arms alongside your ears. Go ahead, let your rib cage pop up, so you get a nice stretch through the front of the body. And then reach the right arm a little longer, and then the left arm, and the right arm, and the left arm. Then both arms reach equally as long. And in order to engage your core, you gotta pull your rib cage down. Spread your shoulder blades out as wide as you can into the floor. And on your next exhale, lead up with the fingertips, chin to the chest, squeeze that ring and come up into your first curl. So you're looking at the ring, which is now an oval. Your shoulder blades are up off the floor, scooping out that belly and pressing the shoulders down away from the ears so you feel like the back of the neck is longer. And then inhale, loosen the ring as you lengthen down, pulling your rib cage down. And exhale, curl up. And inhale, loosen and lengthen down. And one more time like this. Exhale, curl up. This one stays here. And if you're using the weights today, go ahead and grab them right here. And from this position, we'll just take a deep breath in. And then exhale, scoop out the belly even more, keeping your low back down. Inhale, loosen the ring as you lengthen down, rib cage pulling down. And exhale, curl up. Inhale, loosen and lengthen down. And exhale, curl up. So everyone in the room should be able to hear your exhale. That's the surefire way to know that you're engaging the diaphragm muscle as a core stabilizer. With the pelvic floor muscle, that's a little trickier. You're on your honor. I think the easiest way to find the pelvic floor muscle is to just make sure you're not squeezing your glutes, and then the only other thing down there is the pelvic floor, so you'll be good to go. We want to get really used to engaging those powerhouse muscles now at the beginning, because we're going to be using them throughout the entire class. Let's do 2 more of these. And on that last one, we'll all meet in the curled up position. So if you're still working, keep working. And if you're with me, take a deep breath in, and then scoop out the belly a little bit more. And then inhale, circle your arms out, around, and down as you loosen the ring. And exhale, scoop yourself to come right back up. Inhale, loosen and circle down. So it's exactly what you were doing. You just added a circle with the arms. And this should feel good on your shoulders. So if it doesn't, don't do it. You can go back to arms straight over the top, or you can put the weights down. Make it work for you. And see if you can slow it down even more. Challenge yourself to really drag out the inhale as you lengthen down. And scoop out every last little bit of breath on that exhale up. See if you can slow it down even more. Maybe taking a break between the inhale and the exhale. And again, between the exhale and the inhale. 2 more on your own time. Everybody should be able to hear you breathe. On that last one, we'll all stay in the up position. So if you're still working, keep working. And if you're with me, put the weights down and take one hand behind your head, one hand to your low back, and your feet in closer to your hips. So all you're going to do is lift your toes like an inch up off the floor, squeeze the ring, engage those powerhouse muscles, and then tap down. So squeeze and tap. And this hand is to your low back to make sure it's not doing a hula dance. You want to keep your low back imprinted down. That's where the work is. Once you're certain it's not moving all over the place, then take both hands behind your head. And you can add an upper body curl. Exhale, squeeze, down. And down. And if you want to make it more challenging, start to inch your toes further down the mat away from your hips, controlling your low back. Let's do 8 more all together. Tap. 7, try to get those shoulder blades up. 6, tap. 5, nice. 4, barely lifting your toes. 3, 2, tap, and 1. Take the ring out, hug your knees, rock it out, side to side, little massage for your low back. And then find your center. Flex your feet, pulling your knees in close, and then lift your head and neck so you're looking right at your knees. You're gonna hold on to the right shin, lengthen the left leg out. Fire up that left thigh like you need it. And keep your focus on the wall, not the ceiling. If you're looking up, your neck is working too hard. On an exhale, push the shin up into your hands and let that pressure help you scoop out the belly even more. And then switch to the left leg, right thigh super tight, pressing the heel out towards the wall. Focus is on the wall. And exhale, push the shin up into your hands, scooping up the belly even more. And take it right. Exhale, press. Left and press. Right. Left. Right. Left. 2 more. Right. Press. press. So it's right and left, and 3. Keep going, but take your hands behind your head. 8, 7, press the heels to the wall. Hands back to your shins for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands behind your head. Last 8. Get those shoulder blades up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees, head and neck down. Rock it out a little side to side. Find your center. And come out to a nice long spinal elongation. Reach your right arm and your right leg longer from the torso. The left arm, left leg longer. And then both arms, both legs, making as much space as you can between your fingertips and your toes. Take a deep breath. And exhale, flex up that right foot. Give your leg a hug behind the hamstring or the calf. It can be a little bent. The goal is just to feel a stretch there. And then inhale, lengthen back down to spinal elongation. And then exhale the left leg up. Give it a hug. And then inhale, lengthen down. Now we're going to keep moving through this on your own breath. Challenging yourself to slow it down. This is not a crazy, hardcore core exercise. This is a dynamic stretch. You are stretching out your spine like an accordion. And if you're really using the exhale to stretch up that hamstring, you'll already feel a difference in the backs of the legs. Once you stretch the backs of the legs, it also stretches out your low back. The two are intimately connected. Make sure to come back to that spinal elongation each time. And then we have one more time each leg. And then when you're done, we end in the spinal elongation. And once you're here, reach your right arm and your right leg even longer from the torso. And then the left arm, left leg longer. And then both arms, both legs, making as much space as you can between your fingertips and your toes. And then take your legs up into a tabletop position. So you want to make sure the knees are directly over your hips. Your weight is in your hips, not your low back. And the way you can tell is if it's hard to hold your legs here, you should feel like your abs have to work just to hold your legs in this position. So if you can't feel that, just take 2 fingers and push your legs a little further away. And then lift your head and neck, hands fully supporting the weight of your head, looking right at your thighs. You're going to take the right knee in, lengthen out through the toes to the wall, focus is on the wall, and then back to the tabletop. And then left knee and right leg extends, and tabletop. Right knee in, tabletop, left knee, and tabletop, and you can add a twist if you want. And tabletop. And twist. When you come to that tabletop, see if you can keep your shoulder blades off the floor right there. Twist. And tabletop. Keeping it slow. And tabletop. 8. Center. Exhale. 7. Center. 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 4. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 1. And hug your knees, head and neck down. Rock it out, side to side. Now we're going to take the feet flat on the floor, hands behind your head like you're resting at the beach, and flex out that right heel. So super tight right thigh. We're going to kick the leg all the way up, and then bring it back down. Exhale, kick it up 2, and down. Exhale, 3, keep that left hip anchored. 4, and down. 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 Down, and 8. Now when you lift the leg, you're just going to lift it about 6 inches off the floor. And back down. 7, and down. 6. Keep that left hip in one place. 4, down. Exhale, 3, down. 2, down. 1, now all the way up, kick, and down. And 7, down. 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 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring it up just about 5 inches for 8 and down. Exhale, 7. So it's like it hits the ceiling and freezes. 4, 3, 2, and freeze it up. Point through the foot. Point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex. Now point and hold the point. Small circles out. 2, exhale, 3, 4, 5. Keep that right thigh fired up. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch directions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch directions. Last 8, 7. Left hip anchored. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the toes away like somebody's pulling on your leg. And then exhale, hug that right knee in. Left leg comes out long. Inhale, open the right knee a little out to the side. And then exhale, bring it across through your center into our first spinal twist. Breathe into the stretch. And then come on back to the center. Right foot is flat, so that knee is bent. Hands behind your head. Flex that left foot. And kick it all the way up for 8. And down. Exhale, 7. Down. 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 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just lift it 5 inches off the floor. 8. And down. Reaching the heel towards the wall, not the ceiling. And press. 4 more. 4, 2, 1. All the way up. 8. And down. Exhale, 7. Down. 6. Down. Down. 4, 3. Are you breathing? Keep breathing. 2, 1. Now just 5 inches up and freeze it. And down. 7. Down. Right hip anchored. 5. Down. 4, 3, 2, and freeze it up. Point the foot right there and flex. Point, flex, point, flex. Now point and hold it. Small circles out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, switch directions. 5, Switch directions. Last 8, 7, 6. Feel how your core has to work to keep you from falling over. 2, and 1. Reach the toes away like somebody's pulling on your leg. And then hug that left knee in, right leg out long. Inhale, open the knee a little out to the side. And then exhale, bring it across into the spinal twist. Breathe into the stretch. And then come on back to the center and roll it over onto your stomach. So we're going to take the band out in front and onto your belly. Reach your right hand back to your right foot so we can stretch out those quads. And then to get more out of the stretch, pull your inner thighs all the way together. And then push your hips down. At the same time, think of pulling your belly up while you're still trying to bring the heel in towards your hips. And once you get deep into those quads and hip flexors, then we'll reverse the stretch. So the left hand comes out, and then kick your right foot into your right hand and let that pressure straighten the arm and lift your chest. We'll add to it with the left hand pushing down and the top of the left foot pushing down. One more deep breath, breathe, and exhale, release and switch legs. Left hand back to the left foot, inner thighs all the way together. Press your hips up or hips down, pulling your belly up so your core is engaged, still pulling the heel in towards your hips. And then once you get deep into those quads and hip flexors, we'll take the right hand out. And exhale, kick the left foot into your left hand, let that pressure straighten the arm and lift the chest. Right hand presses down to lift you up. Top of the right foot firmly down. One more deep breath. And exhale, release. Hook your thumbs up into the handles of the band. So, let's set our lower body and core first before we play with the arms. So inner thighs all the way together. Tops of the feet pressing down. Thighs so tight that the knees lift up. So we have the legs active. Now we activate the core. So we're going to push your hips down so you feel your tailbone lengthen. Think of pulling your belly up. That's going to bring your face almost all the way to the floor. You're going to keep your focus down, crown of the head reaching forward. Legs active as you lift your arms up alongside your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Bring the center of the band to the crown of your head. And then reach forward and down. Lift. Exhale, pull. Reach. And down. This is a good time to get back in touch if you lost touch with those core stabilizers. So lift, exhale, engage. Reach and down. Lift, diaphragm, pelvic floor, reach and down, lift, right there, reach, down, lift, reach, 2 more like this, lift, exhale, pull, reach, down, lift, pull, reach, next one stays up, and just pull, and reach, exhale, pull, and reach, exhale, pull, reach, keep your legs super active, last 4, reach, 3, reach, 2, reach, 1, and the band down, hips back onto your heels. Push the floor away, make as much space as you can between your fingertips and your tailbone. And from here, onto your hands and knees, balls of the feet into the floor. Drop your belly, chest reaches forward, and then scoop out your belly, let your shoulders roll right up your back. Inhale, chest forward, balls of the feet, and scoop your belly, tops of the feet. One more, chest forward, balls of the feet, and then press your hips up and back to a downward dog, inverted V, whatever you want to call it. Bend the right leg, stretch out the back of the left. And switch legs. And switch legs. And switch legs. Both heels down, hips way up. Come forward into a plank. Line your chest up in between your thumbs. You're going to push forward off the balls of the feet. Elbows come back on a 45-degree angle. Bring your knees down first, then your chest. Good. Then your hips. And then you can come up either from the balls of the feet or you can bend your knees. But we're going to press all 10 fingers down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together first. And then lift your hips up first, followed by your chest. Now let's try coming down with straight legs. So come back to that plank. Press forward off the balls of the feet. Elbows back on a 45-degree angle. Chest to the floor first. And then your hips. And then squeeze the shoulder blades. Hips up first. And then your chest. Good. Okay, so we're going to set up for push-ups. Weights come to the center of the mat. And the ball comes to the center of the weights. Then you take your hands to the sides of the mat so that your thumbs line up directly to the center of your weights. This is an awesome way to make sure you've got the right form when you're doing these push-ups. So from here, press your right leg out straight, fire up that thigh, and then the left leg out. Now, before you come to your knees, make sure that you find this plank first. Then, if you decide that you want to come to your knees, you're in the perfect position to do that. So from here, either knees or legs nice and tight. We're going to bend the elbows, inhale, chest all the way to the ball, and then exhale, push back up for 10. Inhale, chest down. Exhale, 9. Inhale down, exhale 8, inhale down, exhale 7, yes, inhale down, exhale 6, down, nice, exhale 5, your chest should be on the ball, not your face, down, exhale 4, good, down, exhale 3, down, exhale 2, last one, down, exhale 1, stretch it back, hips onto the heels, pushing the floor away, making as much space as you can between your fingertips and your tailbone. Nice. And then come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to take the ball right in between your inner thighs and the weights off to the side again. Balls of the feet into the floor. Drop your belly, reach your chest forward. And then scoop out your belly, tops the feet. And then chest forward, balls of the feet. And press up into that downward dog. Notice if it starts to feel a little stretchier. Come forward into your plank, and this time down to your forearms. So you can stay like this, or you can modify with your knees down, or you can move through it with me. So I'm going to tap the knees and squeeze the ball up. Tap and squeeze. Tap and squeeze. Tap and squeeze. Find those core stabilizers. Tap and everyone in the room should be able to hear you breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hips down. Get a good stretch there. And we're going to take the ball out and grab the band over your hips with your thumbs hooked up in the band so your palms are up. Now again, we have to get the legs and core activated before we do anything with the upper body. So inner thighs all the way together, tops of the feet pressing down, thighs so tight that the knees lift up. Push your hips down, pull your belly up, and then pull the heads of your shoulders back and down. So your focus is down, the back of the neck nice and long, crown of the head reaching towards the wall, and your palms up. You're just going to pull the band directly side. It will be tempting to lift it up. Don't lift it up. Pull it out to the side. And find those core stabilizers. Pelvic floor and diaphragm. As you pull, keep your legs active, hips pressing down. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the band down and stretch your hips back onto your heels. Ooh. Alrighty. And then from here, we're going to come onto your right forearm. So, you can take your left leg out in front, your right leg underneath you, or you can bend that right leg. So, bending it would be the modified position. So either way, you're going to push up, reach the arm up, bring it in and down, keeping lots of space between your ear and your shoulder. In, down, up, reach, in, down, up. Now hold that arm up. See if you can turn your rib cage. Look up and exhale, scoop down so you look at the floor. Inhale, ceiling. Exhale, floor. Inhale, ceiling. Exhale, floor. Inhale, ceiling. Exhale, floor. And then reach that arm up. See if you can stack the legs. And see if you can lift that top leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hips down all the way onto your armpit. You can rest your head in your hand or all the way down. Reach your left hand back to that left foot. Right leg comes a little bit forward. You're going to push your left hip forward as you're bringing the left knee down, so you get another quad stretch in there. And then flex that leg up and give it a hug, so you're stretching it out. Your right leg is your anchor for the next exercise. You want it to be a little bit forward and pressing down into the ground. Then take your left hand in front and double pulse. Point and lengthen down. And kick, kick, and down. And kick, kick, down. So the knee is facing towards you, right there. And down. And 3. Down. 2. 2. Down. 1. Now same thing to the front. Front. Front and point a little behind you. And 2. 2. And back. And 3. And back. And 4. Back. 5. Back. 6. Back. 7. Back. Now lead it forward on 8. You're going to turn the big toe down, tap it in front of you so it's right in front of the hips, and then exhale that heel up for 8. And tap it down, 7. And tap. Exhale, 6. Tap. Are you breathing? 4. Tap. And 3. Exhale, 2. And hold it here. Point through the foot. Bring it almost all the way down, but not quite. and small circles forward. 2, 3, 4, staying as stable as possible. Switch directions. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, switch directions. 8, 7, 6, good. 4, 3, 2, last time, other way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now leave that leg up, bottom leg comes to meet it, and squeeze. Pull it all together. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it up, flex your feet, bend the knees so the heels are up. Open. 8, and down. 7, down. 6, down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now 3 count pulse. Take it. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, down. 3, 2, 1, down. 3, 2, non-stop, pulse it up, press, press. 6, 7, last. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in, and release, come on up to sit. Left hand out to the left ankle, right arm reaches up first, and then stretches over to the side. And then we're going to pretzel up. So 3 options here. Choose the one that allows you to keep both hips on the floor. So this is the most pretzel-y. Or you can straighten out that right leg out in front of you. Or you can even unwind completely. So find what works. 1, 2, or 3. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale the right arm up. And then exhale into the twist. Inhale, lift your ribcage. Exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deepen. And one more, inhale, lift. And exhale, deepen that twist. And then come over onto your left forearm. So we have lots of space between the shoulder and the ear. You can bend that bottom knee. That's the modification, or you can not bend it. So if you have your legs out straight, the right leg is in front, the left leg is on the bottom, both feet are flexed. And we're going to press up. Exhale, reach, in and down. Up. Exhale, reach, in and down. Up. Exhale, reach, in, down. This one stays up. Right there, see if you can look at the ceiling, and then exhale, turn your rib cage, scoop under. Inhale, open. Exhale, scoop. Open. Exhale, scoop. Open. Exhale, scoop. One more. Open. Exhale, scoop. Inhale that arm up. See if you can lift the top leg and hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it all down. Armpit to the floor. You can rest your head in your hand or all the way down. Either way, reaching the right hand back to that right foot. Your left leg is your stabilizer, so it's a little forward and pressing down. You want your right hip pressing forward and the knee back and down so you get that stretch. And then flex that foot, bring it up, knee towards the face, big stretch. And we're going to hold it there, take the right arm in front and double pulse. Point and lengthen down. And kick, kick, point down. 3, and down. 4, down. Down. Down, down, same thing, straight forward, pulse, pulse, point a little and flex, flex, point back, and point back. Feel how your core has to work to keep you from falling over, and back, back, back. Next one, stays forward. You're going to turn your big toe down, touch it on the floor, directly in front of the hip, and exhale, lead up with the heel. And 7, exhale, lift. 6, exhale, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it up, point through the foot, bring that one almost all the way down, but not quite. Small circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, switch directions. 4, 5, 6, 7, switch directions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, switch directions. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, leave that leg up, bottom leg comes to meet the top leg, squeeze it all together. 6, 5, find those core stabilizers right there, and freeze it up. Flex your feet, bend your knees, top knee comes up and down. 7, exhale, 6, 5, good. 4, 1, 3, count pulse. 3, 2, 1, bring it down, lift. 3, 2, 1, bring it down, lift. 3, 2, 1, down. 3, 2, non-stop, pulse it up, 2 sets of 8. 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze it, and release down. Reach the right hand out for the right ankle. Inhale the left arm up first, stretching your rib cage, and exhale over. And then we'll pretzel up, so you have these options. So this is the most pretzely, both hips down, or you can take that left leg out, or you can unwind. So 1, 2, or 3. Right hand behind, inhale the left arm up, and exhale into the twist. Inhale, lift your rib cage. Exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, lift, and exhale, deep. Nice. Unwind. Come over onto your hands and knees. Balls of the feet into the floor. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, chest forward. And exhale, downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Shake out your head, shake out your shoulders, bend the knees, and tailbone under, start to roll up slowly, shoulders up by your ears, pull them down your back, inhale, arms out around and up, and you are all done. Woohoo! I have about 59 and a half more exercises I'd love to do, but we'll meet back next week. We'll get them done next week.